Welcome to Archithings, your home for visionary design and architectural storytelling. In today's episode, we're diving into the raw, powerful world of European modern brutalism, where concrete becomes poetry and historical roots merge with laser-cut precision. This isn't your typical take on minimalism. This is bold, grounded, and unapologetically modern. We'll explore how brutalist villas across Europe are evolving, from their historic influence in post-war reconstruction to their refined, sculptural presence in today's luxury homes. Expect monolithic facades, clever spatial dynamics, and design philosophies rooted in both history and progress. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Archithings, like this video if you're inspired by powerful design, and comment below with your favorite brutalist element. Let's get started. Brutalism emerged in post-World War II Europe as an honest, unornamented architectural response to devastation. Coined from the French béton brut meaning raw concrete, it was never meant to be gentle, it was meant to endure, to rebuild, to speak truth through structure. Architects like Le Corbusier pioneered this form, creating monumental forms that were deeply rooted in social consciousness. Brutalism wasn't just about buildings, it was a social statement, a stand against superficiality and a call for integrity in form. In the decades that followed, brutalism spread across Europe, especially in the UK, France, and Eastern Bloc countries, transforming cityscapes with housing projects, civic buildings, and academic institutions. After years of falling out of favor, brutalism is now enjoying a resurgence, especially in residential architecture. The aesthetic once dismissed as cold or institutional is being reimagined with warmth, sustainability, and craftsmanship. Younger generations of architects are embracing the spirit of brutalism while infusing it with modern comforts, passive design strategies, refined finishes, and a greater sensitivity to context. The concrete villa is at the heart of this revival. These homes showcase bold massing and striking geometries while integrating high-performance glass, warm lighting, and even nature. While modern brutalist villas embrace contemporary technology, they also draw heavily from historical forms, Roman fortresses, medieval towers, and monastic architecture. These influences are felt in their weight, materiality, and form. Architects are reinterpreting these classical elements, not copying, but abstracting them into rhythmic facades, deep-set windows, and grand, minimalist courtyards. It's history as texture, not nostalgia. This dialogue between past and present adds richness. A villa in Portugal may reference Moorish stonework, while a Swiss retreat might echo the protective silhouette of an alpine monastery. Concrete, of course, remains the dominant material, but today's brutalist villas use it in nuanced ways. Board-formed concrete, bush-hammered finishes, and even colored admixtures give the surfaces depth and tactility. The texture of a wall becomes as important as its structure. Grain patterns from wooden molds, subtle imperfections, and controlled weathering make each surface unique and intimate. These textural choices reflect a broader brutalist principle: truth to materials. Nothing is hidden. Steel stays exposed, concrete tells its story, and wood, if used, is left unfinished or charred. One of the defining characteristics of brutalist villas is their sculptural quality. They are not just homes, they are objects, carved, cast, and composed like monumental art. These forms often rely on geometric repetition, cubes, cylinders, cantilevers, creating an interplay of voids and solids, light and shadow. The scale is heavy, but the composition remains elegant. Architects balance visual weight with openness, using negative space and carefully placed apertures to create a sense of rhythm and even grace amid the heft. Although brutalist villas may look fortress-like, they're rarely disconnected from nature. In fact, many are intentionally designed to embrace the landscape through framing views, courtyards, and garden integration. The contrast between raw concrete and lush greenery creates emotional balance. Masculine meets feminine, hard meets soft. Nature is the co-designer in these homes. You'll find villas nestled into hillsides in Spain, overlooking lakes in Austria, or perched along rocky coastlines in Greece, all with a deep respect for the natural terrain. Brutalism isn't just about mass, it's about manipulating light. Deep recesses, skylights, and narrow slits transform the sun into an architectural element. Light moves across concrete walls like a brushstroke across canvas, revealing texture and form. Shadows become dynamic, changing the emotional tone of a space throughout the day. Even artificial lighting is minimal and strategic. Indirect LEDs, wall washers, or recessed floor lamps enhance the drama without disrupting the material honesty. Inside a modern brutalist villa, the aesthetic continues: clean lines, open volumes, and a focus on material purity. But this doesn't mean coldness. Today's interiors are surprisingly warm. Layered rugs, built-in concrete furniture, and natural materials like leather, linen, and oak soften the experience while maintaining integrity with the exterior. Interiors flow without hierarchy. Walls become benches. Stairs float like sculpture. Every element feels both intentional and grounded in purpose. Modern brutalism is becoming increasingly sustainable. Concrete, while resource-intensive, is now paired with green technologies, geothermal systems, green roofs, solar arrays, and thermal massing strategies. Architects are reusing formwork, sourcing recycled aggregates, and designing for longevity. A brutalist villa today is built not just to last, but to live like. This fusion of environmental consciousness with bold form marks a new era where design ethics and aesthetics go hand in hand. Studios like Atelier Fan Elsa, Westby de Muron Romeo, and Aries Mateus are redefining European brutalism for the 21st century. Their villas are contemplative, elegant, and unmistakably modern. They honor the legacy of brutalism while introducing quiet restraint, homes that feel meditative rather than militant. Their work is redefining what concrete luxury means. These firms exemplify how precision and poetry can coexist. They create brutalist villas that are timeless, contextual, and human-centered. Villa Varoise by Carl Friedrich Svenstedt is a striking example of contemporary European brutalism. Located in the hills of southern France, it's a masterpiece of raw geometry and natural immersion. Its thick concrete walls regulate temperature, while its layout creates protected inner gardens. The home is almost monastic in character, serene and introspective. This villa doesn't dominate the landscape, it dialogues with it. Earth-toned concrete, minimalist interiors, and a quiet confidence make it a benchmark of modern brutalist design. This home by Aries Mateus is carved directly into the earth, a brutalist gesture that feels at once futuristic and ancient. With only its roofline visible from afar, it redefines architectural humility. Interior spaces are bathed in light from skylights and central patios. The silence of the concrete is matched by the stillness of the surrounding plains. The home becomes part of the terrain, a ruin and a refuge. It's a deeply poetic interpretation of what brutalist living can be. Modern brutalist villas are embracing smart systems, automated shading, integrated HVAC, and responsive lighting, all hidden behind stark concrete shells. Technology doesn't shout here. It blends quietly into the background, allowing the architecture to remain tactile and grounded. This integration of ancient feeling materials with cutting-edge tech reflects the very core of European modern brutalism. Timelessness meets innovation. Furniture in brutalist villas is often bespoke, crafted in concrete, stone, or metal to match the architecture. These pieces are not separate from the structure, they are extensions of it. Think integrated benches, cantilevered desks, and sculptural tables that feel like they've grown out of the floor itself. This approach reinforces spatial cohesion, creating environments that feel holistic and artful without excessive ornament. In Europe, the reappraisal of brutalism has sparked both nostalgia and renewed appreciation. What was once vilified is now celebrated in design circles and academic discourse. Concrete villas, once symbols of austerity, are now seen as expressions of authenticity and timelessness. This shift in perception has opened the door for more expressive and personal interpretations of brutalism in residential architecture. Each brutalist villa is deeply tied to its cultural and regional identity. Whether it's the use of local stone, traditional building methods, or historical spatial layouts, there's always a strong sense of place. This rootedness prevents brutalism from becoming sterile or generic. Instead, it adapts and evolves to fit the landscape, climate, and cultural narrative. European Modern Brutalism, then, isn't a style, it's a framework for meaningful, place-based design. These homes provoke emotional reactions, sometimes awe, sometimes contemplation. Brutalism's power lies in its ability to slow us down and make us feel grounded. By stripping away decoration, it invites introspection. It makes silence tangible and space sacred. In a chaotic world, these villas offer stillness, permanence, and peace. That is their true luxury. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into European modern brutalism. Concrete may seem cold to some, but as we've seen, it can also be timeless, poetic, and deeply humane. We hope you're leaving inspired by how concrete villas can be both powerful and precise, how history and modernity can harmonize in sculptural, livable forms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite moment from today's episode. Until next time, stay inspired, and keep building beautifully.